Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Denise and I am the owner of The Untamed Thread, which is an online resale business. I sell clothing, shoes, and handbags for women and men. I sell on Shopify, eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. So if you are interested in seeing anything I have available in my stores, I will leave all the links below in the description. If you shop in my Shopify store and enter code YouTube30 at checkout, you will receive 30% off your entire order. And then I offer free shipping for orders $45 or more. If you are new here, welcome. Thank you for finding me. And if you are returning, thank you again for coming back and supporting my channel. Today we have an update for my sales in July. Spoiler alert, not too great, but we're going to do this anyway. Transparency. Reselling is not all rainbows and butterflies sometimes. So it is what it is. And the summer slowdown is real. So we'll talk a little bit about that. Again, if you want to see what I sold in July, what my 10 highest profitable sales were and 10 lowest profitable sales, stay tuned. All right, so this morning I have my coffee. I taught yoga this morning. I have a busy day. I'm recording 3 videos, so I just need a little bit of extra caffeine. So hopefully this keeps me going throughout the day. Like I said, we have my July update, and what I typically do each month is go back and look at my 10 most profitable sales and 10 least profitable sales of the month. And I hope that this is something that if you are another reseller that you find helpful, you can kind of see what's selling for a lot and things that aren't selling for as much. So hopefully that helps inform you in your sourcing journey. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I will give a recap of the month, and then when I talk about my sales, I will give you, I'll put a screenshot up here so you can see what it is first, and I'll let you know what the item was, how much it sold for, where it sold, my total profit, cost of goods, all of that. So let's jump right in. All right, so for this month, my total sales that I had were 83, which I'm usually in the 130s. So a couple of things here. One is that summer slowdown. It's just been real for me. I've not experienced it this bad in my almost 4 years of full-time, 2/3 time reselling. I also had a week of vacation. So my closet was on vacation mode for about 5 days or so, 5 or 6 days. So that doesn't help, but it is what it is. Hope things have picked up a little bit since then. So that helps. All right. I sold 33 pieces on Poshmark, 29 on eBay, 1 on Mercari, and 8 in my Shopify store. I also sold 12 pieces on ThredUp, and those are typically the least profitable sales. So I'm not including that in this recap because I'm going to go back and do like a whole ThredUp recap video. I think I'm almost at the end of everything that I sent in a bit ago expiring from the site or getting my payouts for them. So I'm just making sure there's not any other returns. And then I will do a video on that. And just as a side note, I have a couple things I've been doing is not going to the bins as often, so you haven't seen as many bins hauls. That'll probably pick up as we go through the rest of this year. However, I've been cleaning out a lot. So along with my vacation and not going to the bins, and then I have another short weekend vacation this weekend, I've been trying to clear out a lot of stuff. I'm just honestly getting tired of seeing a lot of it. And, you know, of course, as soon as I started pulling things that were like old, I'm talking 2 years, maybe almost 3 years old, like a couple of those pieces sold before I could get them in the ThredUp box. So it's like, am I doing the right thing? But nope, I'm just doing it. So I've sent in 5 boxes so far to ThredUp in the last week or two, a total of 148 pieces. And I still have a whole pile left, but I ran out of the discount labels. So sometimes they run a sale where you would get your, they charge you for processing when you send in a box or a bag or whatever, I think of $15 and some change. and they had labels for half off, but you had to order them within a certain time. And I ordered 5 and it wasn't enough. So I'm just waiting for that to come back again, because I don't want to be charged $15 and whatever for processing these boxes. So anyway. All right, so my average sale price was $25.21, which I think is great. My average profit per piece was $16.44, not as great. I'm guessing that average profit kind of came down because of those thread up sales. And then my average cost of goods was $2.63. So that's a pretty low cost of goods for everything that I sold. All right, so let's jump into it. I'm going to start with my 10 least profitable sales. And I will start with the least profitable to the most least profitable. That makes sense. Okay, so, or the most least profitable to the least profitable. I'm going to go backwards on that. All right, I hope that makes sense. You'll see as we kind of go along. All right, the first thing on this list is this cider checkerboard pattern crop cardigan sweater in a size extra large. You probably saw this in a recent bins haul. Again, I'm not sure why I picked this up. Usually if it's cider, I'd like it to be new with tags so I can get a little extra money for it. Because cider doesn't sell for a whole lot. I think it's a fast fashion brand. But anyway, I paid $1.04 for this. I sold it on Poshmark for $13. And so my total profit was $9.01. And when I talk about profit, I am taking out any platform fees, maybe any discounted shipping I might have provided, and the cost of goods. So this is pure profit. All right, the next was this new with tags Beach Bay beaded halter swim top in a size 16W. This sold on Poshmark. I got this for $1.20 at the bins. This has been sitting here a while. I was hoping I can get rid of some of these swimsuits before the end of the season, and this worked for me. Sold this for $13, and my total profit was $8.85. So not bad, I suppose. All right, next was this Coach signature monogram jacquard fabric leather crossbody bag, leather trim. This I've had for a long time. I sold this on Shopify. My cost of goods was $3.35. I actually thrifted this a long time ago. So this sold for $11.75. This is actually a bundle with another Coach bag that's coming up in a minute. And I believe, I'm going to check, I believe this was someone that used my YouTube 30 code. So if you are a subscriber or a watcher of my channel and that was you and you used the code, thank you so much for your purchase. I was just going to look quick and see if I could find if that was the case. Yes. So for those 2 bags, the person used code YouTube 30. So thank you so much if you use that and you're watching. All right. Anyway, my profit on that was $7.95. Next are this new with tags Madewell Amira wide leg tensile jumpsuit in a size 12. This was a little disappointing because these, I got this in one of those boutique by the box palettes, those Madewell and J. Crew palettes. And this has a high MSRP, and I was really hoping this would sell for a lot more, but I ended up getting like 3 of these and they've been sitting for a while. This is from my very first palette that I bought. That's probably been almost 2 years ago. So anyway, I sold this on Poshmark for $10.50. I think I sent an offer. I was just sending like low offers this month just because I was trying to get some sales. I'm sorry, I sold it for $23. My cost of goods was $10.50. So my total profit was $7.90. Actually, I have this a little bit backwards too. Because the next one, anyway, should have been the Coach Poppy Metallic Signature Satchel Handbag, which is next. This was the bundle out of my Shopify store with the discount code. I paid $3.99 for this at the thrift, and my sold price was $11.75. My profit was $7.31. All right, moving right along, I have sold this Loft 100% lyocell tropical print floral wrap skirt in a size 4. This was absolutely adorable. I was hoping to get a little bit more for this. But this sold on Poshmark. Someone made me an offer for $12. I think we went back and forth a little bit. I think they initially offered me like $7 or $8. I paid $2.50 for this, and this was one of those pieces that I bought. I think I've talked before about there's a woman who just sells her things to me, so I kind of act like a buy-sell trade store, and this was one of those things. So my total profit on this skirt was $6.55. All right, next are these Loft the Riviera shorts in a size 6. This was a recent bins haul as well. My cost of goods was 68 cents on this. I sold this on Poshmark for $10. I think I had said so this is kind of funny. I said in my last bins video that I was not going to pick up shorts or any like kind of lightweight or basic things anymore even if it's from the bins and I'm only paying 68 cents because people just don't want to pay $8 and some cents for shipping. So, and as soon as I said that, I had a pair of Loft shorts, if you remember my last bins haul, or not Loft, J. Crew shorts, and I sold those like within a day. And they sold, not for a whole lot, but someone was willing to pay the shipping on a pair of shorts again. So, but I'm still not going to do it. All right. Anyway, my total profit on these was $6.37. All right, next I have this New With Tags Wild Fable Highest Rise Checkered Mom Shorts in a size 6. Another pair of shorts, Wild Fable. Wasn't expecting to get a whole lot. I just thought they were really cute. These sold on Poshmark for $10. My cost of goods on this was $1.05. I got these from the bins, and my total profit was $6. All right, the next thing I have is the Sac Woven Crochet Multicolor Handbag. This I've had for a very long time. Very long time. I thrifted this. I paid $4.99. I always thought the Sac sold for quite a bit more, even when I checked comps, but I just could not get rid of this. Maybe it was the style. I don't know. I thought it was cute. Anyway, I finally sold this for $13 and my total profit was $5.06. All right, and the least profitable thing that I sold in July was this Lululemon Cool Racer Back 2 camouflage top in a tank top in a size 6. I actually bought this for myself and it didn't really fit. I'm probably closer to a size 8. So I paid $5 for it on Poshmark and I just reposhed it. And I ended up getting $12 for it. So my total profit was $4.05. All right, so those are my least profitable sales, 10 least profitable sales for July. Now we can get into the 10 most profitable sales. And I'll go from the least most profitable to most profitable. All right, first I have this Patagonia Snap Tee fleece full zip sweater or vest in a size small. This I actually sold in my Shopify store. I paid $1.02 for this in the bins. I rarely find Patagonia in the bins, but I found this. It was in excellent condition. I sold it for $37.99 and my total profit was $29.64. The next thing was this Forecaster of Boston 100% wool camel color double-breasted coat in a size 910. So this is a fairly recent bins haul. Probably saw this coat in there. This is when I was picking up coats in the summer, saying I shouldn't be picking up coats, but it sold, so I'll take it. I paid $1.63 for this. I sold this on eBay for $50.99. So on eBay, I charged $6.99 for shipping for everything. And so once I factor in all the fees and the actual cost of shipping, my profit was $34.64. All right, next I have these Madewell mid-rise kick-out crop jeans in houndstooth check spruce size 30. Again, this was a recent bins haul. I paid 98 cents for these. I sold them on Shopify for $43.99, and my total profit was $35.32. All right, next I have these New With Tags Madewell Curvy Stovepipe jeans in a size 20W. Again, very recent bins haul. I sold these on Poshmark. I'm sorry, not a bins haul. This was from a ThredUp 25-piece box that I ordered. So you saw this recently in a mystery unboxing. I sold these on Poshmark for $50. and my total profit was $36.59. The cost of goods for everything in that box came out to $3.41. All right, next I have this Eileen Fisher 100% cashmere dolman sleeve crop mock neck sweater in a size medium. And this was, again, a recent bins haul, so you probably, hopefully remember this. I sold this on eBay for $51.99. My cost of goods was $1.04, and so my total profit was $38.28. So not bad. Eileen Fisher isn't selling for as much as it used to, I don't think, but a cashmere or a wool definitely worth picking up. Next, we have these new with tags, J. Crew 484 slim fit jeans in a size, these are men's in a size 31, 32. These were from that very first palette that I bought again. So these have been sitting here for probably almost 2 years. I finally sold these on eBay for $66.99. Someone bought them full price. Love the men. They, they just don't even bother making offers. They just buy it. My cost of goods on this was $10.50, and so my total profit was $40.24. Next, I have this Dooney Burke patent leather continental clutch wallet in fuchsia. This came from the name brand handbag box. My cost of goods on this is not correct. Give me 1 second. All right, I had to check my information on this because I knew this came from that ThredUp name brand handbag box, and so I had the cost of goods wrong on here, but I had a discount on that box, and so I believe I have this as $9.99 as my total cost of goods. So it might have been a little bit higher than that. So I apologize if that's not correct, but I can't find another ThredUp handbag box except for that one. So I must have had a pretty good discount on that. Anyway, okay. Sorry. So anyway, this sold on eBay for $54.99, and my total profit was $41.16. And if you remember, this one had some flaws on it. It was patent leather, but it had some black marks on it, and I didn't even try to get that out because I knew I would ruin the patent leather, and I disclosed it, and someone still bought it. So, all right, next we have this new with tags Hello Molly 90 Kisses mini dress in a size 6. I got this at the bins for $1.02 was my cost of goods. This sold on eBay for $54.99, and my profit on that was $41.84. So Hello Molly is a pretty decent brand. I've sold it a couple of times, especially new with tags. It can do pretty well, as you can see. All right, next we have this, I don't even know how to pronounce it, Q-Swy maybe. 100% cashmere mock neck sweater midi dress. This really didn't even have a brand tag on it. Everything was in like Chinese or something. All I knew it was cashmere, and I had the size. I had to actually measure it to get the size and estimate it, but I thought a cashmere maxi dress was going to do well. So I ended up Google lensing it and finding the brand name. Not that anyone probably knew what that was. But anyway, I sold this on eBay for $58.99. My cost of goods was $1.04, and my total profit was $43.44. And I do remember initially this person messaged me and asked if there was any holes, any tears, anything like that, even though I disclosed that all in the description. I responded back. I really wasn't expecting anything, but then she bought it right away. So that was great. And then my last item on this list, so my most profitable sale of July, little drum roll, was this LL Beans women's H2O raincoat size medium. I picked this up at the bins again, coats in the summer, $1.04 I paid for a cost of goods. This sold on Mercari actually for $82.11. And then, unfortunately, so on Mercari, anything that I list over $100, I usually offer free shipping. And initially I had this listed, I think at $115, and I ended up lowering the price a couple times, but I didn't change my shipping. So I ended up offering free shipping on this, which is totally fine. My cost of goods was only $1.04. So I paid for shipping on this one, and then Mercari takes very few fees. So it really, to me, is a wash compared to other platforms. And my total profit on this coat was $64.57. All right, so those are my top 10 least profitable and most profitable sales of July. Let me know kind of how your sales went in July. Did you also experience a summer slowdown, or were you pretty steady with the way your sales have been during the year? I'd love to know. For some reason, it's hitting me hard this year. Things are slow. Things are just slow. They picked up a little bit in August, not a ton. eBay is really picking up versus like Poshmark. So I'll be interested to see my August numbers and see if eBay is inching up closer to being one of my highest selling platforms. That would be great. And that is it for today. So thank you so much for watching. And if this is content that you like, consider giving me a thumbs up on the way out, and then subscribing to my channel, hitting that notification bell to be notified every time I upload a new video. Thanks again for watching, and have a great rest of your day.